Yo, what is up, everybody? It's Mickey come back to you with another video. And let me just say, real quick, before we get into this stack of cards I picked up in the last couple weeks, we have to take a second to talk about the Bears. Because, like, what? First playoff win in 15 years? I still can't comprehend what happened. I understand why people think the Bears have gotten lucky all year because I'm not gonna lie, it does feel like it a little bit. But man, do they show out in the fourth quarter? I don't really know what happens before the fourth quarter, but boy, let me tell you, like mid third to fourth quarter, oof. I don't understand this team. Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams, the entire team. I love y'all because you make me happy. First playoff win in 15 years. They're somehow still in it. I don't get it, but we're here. At the end of the day, the best way I can describe it is like a lot of it looks bad, but like a win's a win, and I'm just gonna be happy with it. Uh, Caleb might be good. Like I don't know. It's just fun. It's fun times to be a Bears fan. But oh my god, at halftime of that game, I was literally like, me and my friends were like, dude, like it's one thing to lose, but we were down what 21-3. It felt like it was over, and then somehow, I would almost love a game where I don't almost have a heart attack watching it. But if I didn't, then would it really be the Bears? It wouldn't be the 2025 Bears. Let me tell you that. With that being said, we got some cardboard, and because we had a nice win, I'm gonna show the best card first. I've been trying to pick up some cooler stuff of Legends recently. And I was just thinking about all the Bears. Like I have a Hester, not a good one, but I have a Hester, have an Urlacher, don't have a Walter Payton, have some Walter Payton relics and a rookie. I need to get a lot of the other guys. I have some Gale Sayer stuff, obviously. Everyone in my lifetime, even like Urlacher, and I think Mike Singletary too. I do have Charles Tillman I want to get, but he really only has his like the unlicensed 23, 24 Topps Chrome stuff and his rookie stuff, and his rookie stuff is expensive. But I was like, you know what? I don't have the Lance Briggs, and Lance Briggs is not that expensive. And the outside of this is not in the best condition, so I think that's why I got this. Not cheap, but as cheap as I did. I got a book autograph of Lance Briggs, and as you can see, like the outside of this is just beat up. But the only reason I don't care is one, it's a book, and two, the inside of the book is clean. Out of 99 from Exquisite, awesome. If this was a normal card, if the outside looked like that, I would not get it. But this was like $26 shipped, essentially. So like a Badlands Briggs auto, like a base, sticker auto from like 2021 is like $20. So for $6 more for an exquisite book auto, even if the outside is disgusting, like I'm not gonna grade this anyway. I'm happy with it. And next, we're gonna get into these fun pickups. I think this is like 26 cards. I think there's 2 cards in here that might be worth over $10. But I'm okay with that because I'm just picking up fun stuff that I think is fun. And a lot of variety, baseball, basketball, and football. But I'm going to start off with the 4 Caleb Williams cards I got to keep the Bears train rolling. First one, I think I picked this up for $2. I don't have any non-rookie stuff of Caleb Williams, and I thought this was a good one to pick up. Touchdown Masters from the new Prism, or that's from Mosaic, but maybe a fitting card. It's not the base. Is this worth $2 in a year, even if he's good? Probably not, but I don't care because I'm not going to pick up much second-year Caleb Williams anyway, so that's fun. And then I have these 3. I have 3 more Caleb Williams rookies. I believe I bought these on ComC, I think before week 18 started. I know his stuff jumped up a lot recently. I don't know what these are at now. But I believe I paid $18 shipped for these 3 cards, which is fair by me given what I think his stuff goes for. So these were like $4 a piece. This one I did have. I might actually have two of these at this point, but anytime I can get a Caleb Williams silver for $4, I'm probably just going to pick it up. You know, at this point I have like three. There's no reason to really get more, but, you know, Three's Company, right? I've never seen the show Three's Company. Just kind of said it. And did not have this one. It's the Prism version, not the base. And then this one I did not have. I think this is comfortably almost a $20 card now. I got it for $10, so I can't really complain. The green base from Prism, I have no idea if this is the mega exclusive, Hobby Blaster exclusive. I know it's not numbered, and it's gorgeous. That's all I know. Shout out Caleb Williams. All right, now let's mix it up. You know what? We're going to have fun with it, and we're going to do the cooler or like the higher dollar-ish stuff first. I picked up 4 cards from, is this 96? The lighting is really bad. It's good, but it's bad for video sake. I think this is, 96 Donruss Studio. These are the original stained glass cards. I'll show the 2 better ones in a second. These are not crazy. I need to look at the whole set. This is a set I have interest in completing at this point. But like the lower end cards in the set, they're only like $3 to $5 cards. Like these 2 right here. The Albert Bell and the Jeff Bagwell. Super clean right there. And the reason I got these are more in that 10 to 20 range. The second one is closer to 20. But this is why I got it, because this is the Frank Thomas stained glass. And then I don't even really have much of this player. But when I saw these together, this is a card I was like, you know what? I was like, do I really want to spend $15 on a Barry Bonds card? Like, when I woke up that day, absolutely not. But then I saw this and the Frank Thomas, and I was like, you know what? I didn't even know that card existed. So then I started doing some research into that set, looking up like what they sold for on eBay, like consistently. Not that I'm going to sell these cards. I just want to make sure this isn't a $2 card that I'm about to pay $15 for. I'm like, oh, okay, this is a $15 to $20 card, and so I don't mind paying $15 for this. It's the Barry Bonds stained glass. So we got the Barry Bonds, the Frank Thomas, and the Bagwell and the Bell. He had a couple more, but he had them listed at like all like $8 or $9 a piece, and I can offer. I maybe could have got some of them for $5, but I was like, you know what? I think I got the players I wanted. I do like Jeff Bagwell. I didn't even really want the Albert Bell, but he was on the Sox at one point, so I was like, I'll take it. Next, okay, how do I want to sort these real quick? Okay, first, I'm going to go into the ones that... How do I want to sort the... my bad, I'm just like loosely sorting these in my head real quick about how I want to show these. And I think this is right. Okay, first, I picked up... I think these are 6 cards. These are just cards that I got for so... that I just got for so cheap. Like these are ones that will not stick in my collection. I'm probably going to try to move, trade, sell at some point. I just could not pick them up for the price they were listed at. Like these I got for I think less than $1 a piece. The Dalton Kincaid pink optic and the Marcelo Mayer lunar. Just cool stuff right there. And then this was also $1 or under $1. I don't know who this dude is, but it's from the new Mosaic, and it's numbered out of 199. So for like 75 cents or whatever it was, absolutely. Then these were all $2 a piece. These are numbered out of 89. I think this is Mosaic Choice. This is a 2nd-year Chop Robinson. I'm pretty sure he's decent on the Dolphins. And Curtis Rourke. He might have been I think he was a 7th round pick from the Niners. He was the Indiana quarterback last year. The way I figure, I'll either give it to my friend who's an Indiana fan or doesn't collect football, or for some reason, when Indiana wins, because they're going to beat the shit out of Miami, maybe it'll somehow be worth $15. And then this one This might end up with you eventually, Stotty. But out of 399, Kyle Manzardo. That's kind of cool right there. And now let's get into some other fun stuff. Got like 12 more cards to show, nothing crazy. First one, this I'm going to keep because speaking of Stotty, I've only probably had like 6 Myles Garrett cards, but anytime I just have like small inserts like that, I'll just give them to my friends who collect that team. But Myles Garrett's such an all-time player that I'm like, you know what? I should own a card of him for myself. And my favorite color is orange. So I just saw this for $1 laying around. I just picked up one of the orange lasers of Mosaic. It's the color match browns, orange. And I think it's clean. I'll probably eventually get a rookie card of his, but I'm fine waiting on that. Then 2 very small pickups. This is unnumbered. I don't even know what version this is, but it looks cool. And I don't have a lot of newer McNabb, so I'll take it. And then I picked this up literally for $1. Again, no idea what it's worth, but he's a starter on the White Sox, and this is out of 150. Rookie of Sean Burke. He was pretty good last year. So for $1, I will take that all day. Next, we just have some cooler stuff that doesn't really fit a PC of mine, but just stuff that I thought was cool. And all of these, I believe, were also $1 a piece. So for $1 a piece, I just thought these were cool. And I'm going to stick in my random collection PC box. 93 Flair, Ken Griffey. Earlier Ken Griffey. I don't have a lot of Griffey. I had 2 of his Upper Deck rookie cards, and I sold them in 2020 when they were like $15 a piece. Because in my head, I think I got them for free than in an old collection one of my dad's friends gave me with a bunch of 90s junk wax, and there were a couple Griffies in there. And I was like, oh, these are worth $15. Let me sell them. Now I think they're worth like 50-something bucks, and I should have kept them. But we make mistakes, so I don't have a lot of Griffey. And then I got this. It's a Stadium Club base, also from 93, but it's the Member's Choice. I don't know how much more rare that is, but I was like, you know what? For $1, I like it. If that was more, maybe I don't like it. But there's just something pure about just like picking up fun stuff that looks cool when it's $1. It just like feels like fun because it's like, even if you lose, are you really losing? I don't think so. In that same vein, 1988 Jim Kelly. This is actually super clean. I was looking this over, not that I'm going to grade it or anything, but I was like, I don't know what it's worth, but Jim Kelly was pretty good, and I don't have a lot of like, this is, I guess, the beginning of junk wax, but I was like, that's kind of cool. I like that. This is a numbered Pedro. This is from 2003, numbered 676 out of 1599. Just a cool little Pedro insert. Back when he was killing it on the Red Sox. I believe this is a second-year Tim Duncan, chairman of the board. Just a cool little second-year insert of Tim Duncan, a guy who, it's crazy, like, looking back on it, Tim Duncan's obviously the best power forward of all time, but, like, I have more love for Dirk because what I saw him do in real time, the Spurs did win, like, they won the last chip in 2014, but that was old Tim Duncan. And like prime Tim Duncan, that was like 99 to 07, give or take. And I was watching basketball then, but I feel like I really, really started watching basketball. Like it probably I feel like when Derrick Rose was a rookie, that's when I started tuning into the Bulls all the time, when I was like 10, 11. And I just remember watching every game of like that playoffs the year the Mavericks won. And that just made me like fall in love with Dirk's game. So I think that's why I've kind of geared towards collecting Dirk way more than Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan's probably a little more expensive too, but maybe in the future, like I'll try to maybe get my Duncan collection up a little bit with my Dirk collection, because Dirk, it's like the nostalgia for me. Like that's still the greatest playoff run I've ever seen with my own eyes of a single player. But like Tim Duncan is just the shit, and I thought this was really cool. Again, no idea what this card is or what it's worth, but I was like, for $1, I love this. 1995 Flair of Unk himself, Shannon Sharp. It's the preview. Like, that's just a clean looking card. I don't know. I just think that's clean. Then these, I don't really know much about this set, but it was in the same vein of I think I've used that term in the same vein like 8 times in this video already. This is from Topps Gallery from 96. These are the Impressionists of Ron Gant and Carlos Delgado. Carlos Delgado, extremely underrated player. I think he's like all time. I think he's very similar ish to where Paul Konerko is, just obviously better. But even though I feel like even Konerko gets more hobby, and Konerko won the ring, and Chicago's a bigger city. He was in Toronto, then bounced around a little bit. But I feel like Carlos Delgado's a guy that like gets no hobby love. Like I have a Carlos Delgado autograph that I got for 99 cents on eBay. Like, not that Konerko's expensive, but his cheapest stuff is still like, you know, like his cheapest ink's probably like $8, you know. And Ron Gant, he just had 2 of them, and I got it to match it. I think this one was actually $2. It's Impressionist. It was listed as like a short print out of like 125 or something, which this is not the same version as this. It must be like not numbered, but the print run is something. This is something I'm going to look into, and if this is secretly like a $30 card, I'm absolutely going to sell it. But Delino DeShields, and you can see like this is different than this. Like I think this is the base insert, and this is like the short print insert, which is kind of cool because there can't be that many variations. Now like Prism, you know, there's like 90 different variations of each of these. So that's kind of cool. His son was a Ranger recently, I believe. And then next we have 6 more cards to show. First, I did pick up a Michael Jordan. This is also a Michael Jordan I have, but this is a 92-93 Upper Deck base card. But anytime I see one of these for like $3 and I'm just already buying like 18 cards, I'm like, you know what? What's another one? So we got another Mike right there. Beautiful. And then we have 3 Scotties. These first 2 are cheaper Scotties. This is the 97 Flair net sets from Skybox Premium. I need to look at what Scotties I like. I think up until a year ago, I only had like 2 Scottie Pippen cards. I might have close to 15 or 20 now. Because any Bull stuff, it's been just like Jordan. And I feel like I've been not getting enough Scottie. I have the Shaq to match this. So this is one of those, like, there's so many 90 sets that I think it'll be really fun to do, like, over time and not, like, really think about it. Just because, like, junk wax is still so cheap, but, like, some of the insert sets are still cool. And I don't think they're not going to not hold value. But, like, if you get, like, the inserts of the star players for, like, $1 or $2, you can't really lose. Because, like, whether the Scottie, because let's say the Scottie Pippen card right now is $1 to $2, you know. If I pay $2 for this and it's worth $2, it's not going to be worth under $2 in 20 years. If anything, it's going to be worth more. But, you know, if I overpay, this Michael Jordan card, this is probably worth, you know, $2 to $4 right now. But if I was stupid and paid like $10 for this might never be a $10 card. So I think junk wax is fun. Obviously, PC is PC, but you still want to be semi-conscious about the monetary amount you're spending on things, which I am sometimes. I'm not the best at it, but we getting better. And then this, I saw this. He had this listed, I think at $10, and I ended up getting it for $7. I was looking at this because I was like, at first I thought this was the base card, and I was like, why is a base card listed for $10? Because sometimes cards are just listed for too much. But I was looking at this. This actually is a $5 to $10 card all day. If not a little more. It's the Fleer Decade of Excellence. It's a really, really clean card, and I like the backing of these Fleers too. So I paid like $7 for this. It's probably the most expensive I've ever paid for a Scottie Pippen card, because all the Scottie cards I get are because all of his cards are essentially 50 cents to $2. It's just stuff like that. But yeah, so now we have the winner of my Scottie Pippen PC. I don't know why I saved these 2 for last. Another set that I didn't know existed, and I was like, you know what? I need these. Oh, I really wanted this one, but he had a second one, and I was like, I'll just get the second one too. The second one was this is the Kickstart set from 1999 Topps. This Antoine Walker was like 75 cents. I was like, sure. From Chicago too, but then this one I think was like $4 or $5. it goes for that, so it's fine. Didn't get this for a steal. I paid like the $5 this is worth. But the Allen Iverson, I just thought that was a cool AI insert. I kind of like the because this. I think it's because this is from '99, and I've just ripped a lot of like the top. I ripped like 6 blasters of like the Topps flagship when it came out, and everything has that glitter feel to it. And I just like how these are from '99, and it's almost like the feel or like the look of those cards. It's just such a better version of that. So yeah, those are my pickups. Go Bears. All of y'all keep collecting. Keep on being cool. Just never stop being yourself. Buy cards you like. Make bad card decisions, maybe. It's fun sometimes, but also try not to. Also, I give bad advice. Don't listen to me. Uh, but yeah, like, go Bears. Like, I don't know. My mind is not working right today. But is it really ever? I could ramble for another 8 minutes. I'm just gonna end the video. Much love, everybody.